Hello, this is Shoyan, a Japanese carpenter. Today, I'll talk about why wood screws have no threaded portion. Let me explain about why there is a portion of smooth shank without threads. It isn't because of saving time, but it's because the smooth shank makes timbers pull each other. It's intentionally not threaded. There are two kinds of screws. One is a half-threaded, and the other one is a full-threaded. Let me show you what happens when I drive in these two kinds of screws. First, drive in the full-threaded one. I intentionally put a small gap between these two timbers and drive in the screw. Like this, the force to pull the timbers is weak. Next, drive in the half-threaded screw. Here also, I put a gap between the timbers. This time, the screw is pulling the timbers strongly. That is a feature of half-threaded screws. The force of a full-threaded screw is weak, because when I drive in the full-threaded screws into two timbers with a gap, the threads of the screw are located on both timbers. So, no matter how much I rotate the screw, it goes into the timbers, but the timbers don't stick together. This is a bolt. Let's liken this bolt to a screw and these nuts to a timber. Here's a gap. No matter how much I rotate this by an impact driver, the screw just goes into the timber, but it cannot make the timbers stick together. Even though I drive it in until the end, there is still a gap between the timbers. The reason is the same as this. Next, I'll explain the case of a half-threaded screw. This smooth shank is a little thinner than the threaded portion. When this screw is driven in, there are no threads located on this timber. It just penetrates the hole that made by threaded portion. And the head of the screw is important. The head catches the surface of the timbers. So this head works to pull the timber and fix them. There are half-threaded screws whose shanks are extremely long like this. This type of screws is to be used to fix rafters that are the most important parts of roofs. In case to fix this big rafter, choose the screws based on the size of rafter, considering the length of the shank portion. So, when you choose screws, check the size of the timber materials and the length of shanks. That's all for today's talk regarding screws. Thank you for watching my video.